Hi everybody, good day to you and welcome back. What we have here is a 2012 Ford Expedition with the infamous 5.4 liter 3-valve V8, and it's got some timing issues. There's a lot of rattle coming from under the timing cover, and it's got some crankshaft correlation codes. This truck's kind of been here for a few days waiting for me to get to it. It's going to be a pretty big job. Heads up, this is probably going to be a couple videos, at least 2 videos long. Like I said, there's a lot of work, so let's go ahead and get to it. I've already got a pile of parts hanging out here, so let's get under the hood and start disassembling the front timing cover and see what kind of destruction has occurred down underneath of that timing chain cover. So stay tuned. This is going to be an excellent series of videos. The truck still runs and drives. I do hear an intermittent scraping noise that occurs. Beep. And sometimes the check engine light is on, sometimes it is off. Real quick, let's get started. I know you all want to know, mileage is approximately 159,216.8 miles, approximately. Okay, powering down. Let's get to it. All right, well, the best place to start is always at the beginning. So let's peel away the onion on this thing, get all this stuff removed, and we're gonna get into her and pull this timing cover off and see what we got going on. I'm going to be moving pretty quickly through this disassembly phase. We need to get all the accessories removed, all the nuts, bolts, brackets, wires, belts, etc., because I need to get the valve covers off, pull the rockers out of it, and break into the timing cover. This is going to be a whole lot of work, so I'm going to move very quickly. I want to get down into the guts of this thing, and so we can figure out what the next course of action is going to be. Now I have the radiator draining right now, so while that's happening, I'm just going to go through and start disconnecting sensors and hoses and anything else that's going to be in the way. And losing sockets. We're going to do that too. Let's get this big guy out of the way here. Hey, is anybody going to put something on the radio? I mean, I can do it. If you guys don't want to do it, I'll do it. So you guys ask me a lot, how do I keep track of all my fasteners and stuff? And the way that I do that is I group them all together, and on a job like this, I'll place them with the part that they go to. That way, they don't get lost. It's a good little system I've worked out. Parts like this hose, I'll put that up on the wiper cowl on the side that it goes to. I have the driver's side injector and coil harness all disconnected. I'm just going to set this aside. Woo, flashlight. I'll set this aside and just tuck it away because I've got to pull the valve covers off both sides, and then I can start disassembling the timing cover. So let's move over here to the passenger side next. Seriously? Heater hose, that's one, and the other sides in the back and the firewall, those are connected with these little plastic clips. There, now you can see. These clips get filled full of dirt and they're a real bear to remove sometimes. More wiggling. And the spilling begins. Can't get my fingers back there to get these things off. I want to get this hose off, but I can't reach the hose because there's fuel injector wires in the way. Might be a two-handed operation here. Come on. It's the hardest part of the whole job. Take the heater hoses off. Gotcha. Alright, we'll tuck these over here. Keep them out of the way. And I got one more way back in there. Let's see if I can get that guy out. No. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I can just pull this aside, bungee cord it. Yeah, that'll work. That's better. Coil, coil, injector, 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 again. And that last coil back there's a bear. Got it. Okay, harnesses aside, we're pulling the coils next. Okay, the harnesses and the coils are out of the way. Let's pull the valve covers and get our first peek at the internals. There we go. Here she comes. Do this gently in case you missed one. You don't want to break your aluminum components. More lumens. Oh, too many lumens. There we go. All right. Come out, devil components. I probably shouldn't have insulted this. I think I gotta pull the AC lines out. Stand by. Even if I don't have to, it'll probably be easier. The system's already discharged. Remember that part when I said I've got to skip around a lot? This was one of those examples. Here it comes, after lots of wiggling and maneuvering. Oh, I do not like you. This passenger side is terrible. Alright. Okay, well, I already have this other cylinder head cover slash valve cover unbolted. Let's go ahead and crack this one off and take a peek inside of this cylinder head. Release. Ah, the gasket's hung up. What are you doing, Jimmy? There it is. That's what we were waiting on. Yeah, the gasket got half stuck on the head and half stuck on the cover. Like a tether. Become unstuck. There. Our belt's coming off next, but gotta pull the tensioner off because the belt is routed behind the tensioner pulley and it can't be removed without reverse clicks. Oh no you don't. Oh no. Yeah, see how that loop comes up right there and then it fits into the pocket of the belt. So this has to come off in order to get the belt off. And we'll just go ahead and stick this guy aside. We won't need this for a while. Come out. next up on my hit list, we got 1, 2, and 3 pulleys that need to go away. Impacting knicks. That wasn't very tight. Again, I'm going to keep the bolts with the pulleys so I don't lose any of the hardware. All right, let's get this crank pulley out of here, and now we can get the cover off. That was easy. I've got the 3-jaw puller on this crank pulley with a socket as a spacer for the big stud that pushes against the crank, and we're just kind of slowly working it out. Yeah, some of these just fall right out. Some of them you've got to put a puller on them. My favorite ones are the ones that have little bolt holes threaded into the spokes, so to speak, of the pulley. So then you can just use a standard steering wheel puller or something to remove them. The 3 jaws are kind of craptastic because you got to set them all up and they're all dangly, and once you get one of the legs on, the next one falls off. You got to get them all 3 on at the same time. Can't see. Not my favorite operation of all time. I think I about have it. I think, yeah. Here she comes. It's my sacrificial socket that fell out. See, the puller has a point on it, but the nut does not bolt. Come on, pulley, coming with me. There we go. So it looks like all these fasteners are 13s and 19s. I can already see the cover starting to rattle loose a little bit. Okay, that's the inside perimeter. Let's do the outside next. Skills. Now there's a crank sensor down there. I don't know if I can reach it or not, but I'll contend with that later when the time comes. Alright, so down here at the bottom, coming through the oil pan up into the cover, there's 3 more bolts, and they are a real bear. Can't really reach them. But those are next. I think I got to pull the power steering pump off because there's one of the bracket bolts for the pump goes into the timing cover. I have to get that off next. But I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. All right, yeah, I got one. Here comes one. Got it. Yeah, I'm sitting on top of the radiator support, like with my hip leaning over sideways so I can reach down to get these last 3 bolts at the bottom here. It's definitely an exercise in endurance. So I don't know if this is the stuff that makes you get old or keeps you young. Either way, I'm gonna be feeling this tomorrow. Woohoo! Oh, there it is. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, that was sad and pathetic. So I was slightly inaccurate. It appears that there's 5 bolts, not 3. So I thought I was at the end, and then I found that there were more. Oh, now is the end. It's almost out. Come on. Come on, you. Here it comes. Here. Oh, come on. Yeah, got it. All right, we fast forwarded about 20 minutes. I got that evil power steering pump disconnected. It's not removed, it's just disconnected from the engine, and it's just kind of dangling there. I think I've only got 2 more big bolts at the bottom of this that run into the block. And I should be able to crack this guy loose. And then we'll see if there's carnage in here or not. Oops. There we go. Okay, now is the moment when we find out if I have gotten all the bolts or not. So let's get some pry action going here. Oh, I already found a missing bolt. There's one right down there. Sneaky, hidden little guy. Okay, let's try again. Hey. Hey, it's working. Here she comes. Come out. All right, so it's not gonna look like much, but I have found the failure point. Well, I found the source of the noise, I should say. It's gonna be tough to see, but do you guys see that shiny on the chain right here, on the back side? That's because it is making contact with another metallic surface. Okay, see the wear right there? Let's get in close. So we can see it. This wear runs along the entire length of the chain. I can see it going all the way down. Let's go over to the cover and see if there's any metal missing off the cover. Okay, coming over and visiting the cover. I see where the chain's hitting right there. Yeah, I don't see any other. Looks like it's just this spot right here. That's where it starts. Good, this is savable. That means this engine's not full of metal chunks and whatnot. Okay, well, we shall proceed. The plan is to pull all the cam followers out. We're gonna pull the chains off. I'm gonna replace the chains, the phasers, the tensioners, the guides, and the followers. All right, moving on into the next phase. We're gonna go ahead and depress these valve springs. I've got a tool for that. And we're going to depress these springs and pull out all the followers. That's going to let the valves come up so they can't interfere with the pistons. And once the valves are up, we can start rolling this thing around, remove the chains, the guides, and the tensioners, and put in new replacement chains and guides and tensioners. Once that's done and the cams are retimed, we will again use the same tool, press down the valves, install the new followers, and then we can put the cover back on. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just roll this engine around until the cam lobes that I want to remove the followers from are on the base circle, which is opposite of the lobe itself. And it's gonna give me the most space. And then I'll just depress the valve spring with the tool, and then get a magnet or some needle noses and pull that follower out so I can replace it. So I'm going to run the first one in regular type speed, and then we'll do the remainder of them in ultra light speed, super fast motion. That way you guys aren't here for like 9 hours. This is going to be a while. I think it goes that way. Yeah, it goes under the cam. I understand these are kind of a bear. I disapprove. There we go. Okay, yeah, I got it in there. I see how this works now. This tool better work. It cost me like 220 bucks. Doo-doo-doo. And I know you can get it cheaper somewhere else. I know, but I needed it now. Okay, with extensive amounts of maneuvering. Oh, did you find it? I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've maneuvered this thing enough to get it in position, what we do is we screw it down until it bottoms the valve out. And then I can reach in here. I'm probably gonna need a magnet for that. I reach down and pluck that follower out. Then I can release the valve, move on to the next one. I run all the way down the line and pull all the followers out from underneath the cam. Click. Here, let's see if I can do this with pliers and not a magnet. Not a chance. Doo-doo-doo. Perhaps I'll use the claw.
I don't wanna.
I'm doing all this because I can't find my magnet. Aha! Look at that. We're gonna get it. You're a little off timing there, Petey. Look at that.
That's definitely a hoodoo-doo-doo.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. I mean, it's no. That's for the phone ring. You gotta mock the phone.
Oh.
That's why I do that, because that phone hurts my head a lot. Now we release, let the valve come up. Hey, now
Get out of the way.
you can't say that. It's a family channel.
Oh, get the out of
You can't say that. It's a family channel.
Get the duck out of the way.
I mean, that's censored, but you can say
Quack,
that.
quack, mother effer.
Oh, Pete, what am I gonna do with you?
I don't know. Lots of people have thought about that.
All right, let's rinse and repeat. Let's see. We tried this on another F1 or on an F-150, and they thought they could cheap out and buy the the Amazon version of this tool, and that was a mistake in judgment. The Amazon one just bent and twisted and stuff, and it did not perform as advertised, which is why I spent the $200-something on this particular one. Did you just shout out we landed on the moon, like that story from or what was it, the Truman Show, right?
No, I just found out we landed on the moon.
You did not just find out we landed on the moon. We landed on the moon before you were born, or so they say. Conspiracy theorists have entered the chat. Did we really land on the moon?
Ah, you got me. I don't read.
Come here. I'm probably gonna need that magnet. Ah, come out. You lose, cam follower. And it said, oh yeah, Ray? We'll see about that. 'Cause I think you lose. Haha, there she is. And again, we just unthread this. The valve comes back up and just rests on its seat. And then we're free to move on to the next one. All right, now I'm just gonna back it up some because we see the exhaust lobe is not on its base circle. So we're gonna just spin this guy back around a little bit here. Like so. Ding. Okay, half of them are removed. Now I've got to go over to the passenger side and do the exact same procedure. Pull out all of these cam followers. Love this engine. Love it. Okay, we're coming out of light speed on this one because we've got a really good view with really good lighting on this spring, and I wanted to slow this one down. You see the spring collapsing? Come out. Oh, not that way. I got you. Come here. Yes, it is quite the tedious process. Oh, camera gravity. There. This is truly a test of patience. This never would have happened on a Chevy motor. Just saying. Okay, yep, rocker's loose. Reach. Thingy reach. There it is. Alright, let's finish this up. Oh, lifter gravity. Let's finish this up in high speed again, because I still got another half hour of this to get the rest of these guys out. So we got 3, 6, 8 more to go, I think. Yeah, 8 more. Oh, last one. Here it comes. It's the last one. That's it. Okay. This paint is halfway over. I say halfway because once I get the cams, or the cam chains and the phasers installed, I'll have to do this all over again. But that's gonna be for another day. Today is disassembly day. Tomorrow can be reassembly day. Oh, come out of there. Oh, the pain. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm really into my work. That's wild. Woo-wee. Got it. Good. Break time. Holy smokes. Alright. Now I need to get out of here without falling down. Oh no. It's eating my foot. Come back. Come out, foot. Ah, there we go. I made it. Raw. There. Oh, that was fun. Woohoo. All right, so I got all the followers out. Now it's time to pull the chains off, get the guides out, replace the tensioners, and then I can repeat the procedure I just suffered through and put all the followers back in. Yay. All right, we're fixing to start taking the chains off and the guides off and the tensioners off, but I want to break the bolts loose first that are on the phasers. So I'm just gonna give those a couple little duck-a-ducks with the impact. Loosey-goosey. And do the same thing over here on the driver's side. There we go. Oh no! You guys fell down. Alright, let us pull the tensioner off the passenger side first. Reverse clickage. Oh, those are kind of tight. Okay. Oh no, look at here. There's a failure point. Look at the gasket, how it's blown out. See, these tensioners require oil pressure to operate, and with that gasket blown out, it would cause the chain to go slack, and the results are what we saw. Interestingly enough, this side was not the affected side. That side was. So I'm wondering what the gasket looks like underneath of this tensioner over here. So let's get this one off and find out. Unclick. Come out. Yep, look at that right there. This gasket's blown out and looks like 3 different places. One huge spot right here, one here, and a little spot right there. It's impressive. All right. Okay, let's pull the guides out. This one's nice and slack, so we'll get this guide first. Fortunately, it has not come apart yet and ended up in the oil pan. So the lower guide is hinged off of this pin. It runs off the tensioner, but the upper guide right here is fixed. You're welcome. This side's exactly opposite. This one is hinged and it runs off the tensioner, and the lower is fixed. I think they use the same part numbers. All right, one chain has achieved freedom. Times 2. Let's go ahead and pull these phasers out. Now those are pinned and referenced to the cam, so you can't get them installed in the wrong position. There's one. Next phaser. All right, phasers have been removed. I've got to get the bolt off the crank, and then we'll pull that reluctor wheel off and change the sprocket. This might be a little tight because I was using this bolt to turn the engine around. Due to miss. All right, folks, now that this thing is completely disassembled as far down as we need to take it, with the exception of things like oil changes and whatnot, I'm gonna go ahead and end this part 1 of this video. Oh look, I found timing chain tensioner guide components on top of the oil pump. That's cute. Let's see. Yeah, that goes there. Oh, that's more broken than I thought it was. Check that out. We almost went full catastrophic failure on this. Good timing, Mr. Customer. Good timing. All right, guys, speaking of timing, we're all out of it. So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one down right now. As always, I'd like to thank all you guys for watching my video. And I want to let you know that I certainly appreciate you being here, especially those of you who are here all the way at the end. Since you are here all the way at the end, I'm going to assume that you liked this video. If you did like this video, please feel free to communicate that to me effectively by tapping that like button down below. Also, while you're down there, let me know down in comment land what you thought about this particular engine and its serviceability. Yeah, we'll call it that. Let me know what you think about this engine's serviceability. Do you own one of these? Have you owned one of these? Do you work on these? If you do, I'm sorry. If you don't, avoid it at all costs, please. Anyway, all jokes aside, again, thank you guys for watching. And before I go, I have to remind each and every one of you to not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later.